If you can tell by the way I'm talking right now, I'm absolutely beat. The good news is SMOHIRO Goes. Check out where I made it to, guys. Red Rock Canyon. Look. Welcome to Mountain High Adventures YouTube channel, where we talk about all the mountains around Las Vegas and adventure running. Who knows where we are this evening? Hey guys, before we jump into this video, if you like outdoor adventure videos, trail, ultra running, and mountain climbing, go ahead, smash that red subscribe button over there in the corner. Give me a like or a thumbs up and shoot me a comment down below. Also, you can turn on that notification bell up in the corner, get notified whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Okay, welcome back guys. You guessed it, I'm on the South Loop Trail. I'm headed up towards the Griffith Junction. We're doing some backpacking up here in the Spring Mountains. Stay with me, we're gonna have a big adventure. Stay tuned, Sunrise Summit on Charleston coming up. Good morning, headed up to the Charleston Summit. See you at the top. Summit of Mount Charleston! Okay guys, we're about to start this big journey from Charleston to the southern end of Red Rock Canyon. I'm about to start my watch. Here we go. Okay guys, we just broke camp, packed everything up. This is where we stayed last night. It took us about 30 minutes to break camp. I think it's about 8 a.m. We're headed over towards Griffith Peak. Headed down the South Loop Trail through the old burn site of the Carpenter Fire from 2013. Just coming off the summit of Griffith Peak. That was Griffith Peak right back there. We're gonna do this traverse over to Harris Peak now. All right, we're still traversing from Griffith to Harris. It's a little bit further than I thought, but I just got to this really cool section where we're descending down through these limestone cliff bands, going down to the saddle between Griffith and Harris. I've never been here. This trail's pretty sweet. Some steep switchbacks. Yeah. Okay, we follow this trail from the saddle between Griffith and Harris, and now we're sort of side hilling around Harris. I'm afraid this trail is not going to take me up to the summit, so that's kind of a bummer. Still have never been to the summit of Harris Mountain, but this is going to take us around and wrap around the ridge line that I was going to take down off of Harris and try to find SMOHIRO into Red Rock Canyon. So stay with me, we're still en route. SMOHIRO, sniffing out this trail. Check out these views. Ah, you can see Griffith up there. Griffith! See my cooler there, had a little cache here of water and food. I am on the South Ridge, just below Harris Mountain. You can't really see it up there, but Harris Peak is just up there a little ways, and Harris Springs Road comes back up here, and so I stashed a cooler back here with a resupply. We're filled up now. We're heading across SMOHIRO toward Red Rock Canyon. Let's see if we can put this together. Okay guys, I'm pretty sure we're on the SMOHIRO route, linking up some of these obscure peaks back here in the remote spring mountains. We're trying to put this route together. This is pretty amazing back here. Okay guys, checking in here. This has been a brutal day. I hardly filmed at all. That whole route was bushwhacking, backcountry, route finding. It was awful, to be honest with you. It was some of the thickest brush I've had to work through at times. No real obvious path. Man, I'm just worked. I've traveled about 8¼ miles. Not sure about the elevation gain, but it's taken me like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, 6, I think. If you can tell by the way I'm talking right now, I'm absolutely beat. But the good news is, SMOHIRO Goes. Check out where I made it to, guys. Red Rock Canyon. Look at that escarpment. I'm on the Madre Ridge, just north of the Red Rock Range. It's about 5 p.m., 5:15 p.m. I have a little more ridge traversing here on this Madre Ridge over to where the Madre Springs Trail comes up, and I can drop down and head down into Red Rock from here. Long day so far. I started my watch at Mount Charleston this morning just after sunrise, and so far I've covered 18.27 miles today. Okay guys, we just dropped off the Madre Ridge up there. Finally made it to a nice spot to camp for night 2 on this SMOHIRO journey. Check it out, look where I am. It's probably getting close to 7 o'clock. The sun's just about to set if it didn't already. So it's gonna get dark and I'm beat. So I'm gonna pitch a tent, set up camp, cozy in for the night. Super stoked to have made it down here safely. That section from Harris over here to the Madre Ridge was heinous. I mean, it was all off trail, off route, route finding, bushwhacking, heavy brush. I mean, it was a total pain. It took tons of willpower and a bunch of effort to get through all of that. Luckily, I did it. Super stoked to get here. Stats for today, again, we started at Mount Charleston at the summit, covered a total of 20.3 miles. We only climbed 3,600 feet in vert, but we descended 10,000 feet in vert. So tough day on the downhill. We were 12 hours from start to finish today's adventure. Conditions are very different from how they were last night up on the south ridge of Mount Charleston. It was very windy and cold last night when I set up camp. It's actually perfect conditions right now here in White Rock. Very, very calm. Probably about 75 degrees. It's gonna cool off a little bit overnight, which will be really nice. But this is so nice. Way better conditions. Looking forward to sleeping a lot better tonight. I didn't sleep very well last night because it was so windy up there and I was above 11,000 feet. It's hard to sleep up there anyway. So looking forward to cozying in here, getting a good night's rest. Probably not going to do any filming until tomorrow morning around sunrise when we're getting moving again, heading towards the limestone spine to finish out this SMOHIRO route through the Spring Mountains. Good morning, friends. The sun just came up. It's about 6:30 a.m. and I'm hiking up Rocky Gap Road. Checking in here. Just made it to Red Rock Summit. Now I'm going to take the Bridge Mountain Trail up to the limestone spine and we'll be cruising from there. Okay friends, we've made it up here to the limestone spine, finally. If you're unfamiliar with the limestone spine, some people call this route the escarpment route. It used to be called that, but the Red Rock escarpment is the sandstone cliff faces that we see when we're driving through Red Rock Canyon on the Scenic Loop Drive. When you're looking up, you're looking at the sandstone escarpment. So I've always thought that that term was misleading when talking about this route. I'm talking about the limestone ridge line. It's like a crest that goes north and south to the west of Red Rock, and when you look at a topo map, it actually is sort of shaped like a spine. So that's why I call it the limestone spine. I'm gonna be following that south to Mountain Springs. Okay, cruising along. Check out these views of Bridge Mountain. All right, guys, check out these views of Red Rock. Woo! This is Rainbow Mountain here, and you can see Mount Wilson popping up behind there. And then this ridge line that kind of goes up and down and up and down, that's the limestone spine. That's where we're headed. That's our route. Back behind me here, you can see Griffith Peak. There's Griffith off in the distance out there, and Harris.
Overgrown, evergreens, rolling hills of the Carolinas, Kentucky and Tennessee.
We are above Oak Creek Canyon now. This is Oak Creek Canyon. This is Rainbow behind me, and Mount Wilson over here now. Mount Wilson!
Seen so many places, still don't know where I'm bound. No matter how far I travel.
First Creek Overlook Peak! Woo!
When I start to feel my life.
Mount Wilson! Woo! Quick history of SMOHIRO. I've always looked at the Spring Mountains and wondered if there was a way to traverse from one end to the other. The Spring Mountains are a sky island ecosystem, meaning that this mountain range just rises up out of the desert, and there's desert on all sides. So there's essentially like a boundary to this mountain range. So I've always wondered if there was a way to traverse across the entire mountain range, or at least connect the high points of the range using the high peaks and the ridges to get there. All right, we just made it here to the turnoff of the limestone spine to head down to Mountain Springs. It's less than a mile down here to the trailhead. So we're dropping off the high route, finishing this thing out. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Really appreciate you following along the Mountain High Adventures on YouTube. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Many more adventures to come. And I'm out! Peace!
Been a long time traveling, rolling on from town to town. I've seen so many places, still don't know where I'm bound. No matter how far I travel, I'll always find my way back home. When I start to feel my life unravel, I know I'm not alone.
That's a wrap.